you could see yourself just sitting there on my chair. I'm staring at you, you don't even notice. Should've told you straight away, you don't have to be afraid anymore. I know you haven't noticed. You'll know.
Hey guys, this is Rosa Kelly. Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm here to share with you a new project. So this is a large 8x10 album that I created using my digital collection called Paper Dolls, which is my collection for Patreon for the month of September. So if you would like to join Patreon, every month I create a new digital collection and a new mini album class using that collection as well. If you're not into Patreon, I will also have this listed below. So I do have the collection listed on my website as well, and the class as a video class by itself. And so super excited to share this with you. So this book measures 8x10 and it has 5 signature pages, and the collection is just so pretty. I'm in love with this. But I created this book mainly to be a school book, and it doesn't have to be a school book. For me, it was just kind of like a special. I love these little girls. I love the houses like made with little paper scraps, and it just called school for me. And also I really need to get caught up with my personal documenting for my kids, and one of them is still missing a school book. So that is what I'm gonna be using this book for, and this is why I made this book 8x10, because I want to make sure that I can accommodate large pictures. As you know, for school you get those large class pictures, but again, you can use this book as a beautiful art book or just to treasure any memory. It would also be a really cute growing up book as well. So let's go ahead and take a look. So over here on the cover, I wanted to put a special place to put a picture, just mainly to be the main focus of the cover here, the picture. But this also spins here to the side, and I have pockets over here. So first, let me show you the flowers that I'm using. So these are all Prima flowers. They're all a mix of different packages that I like. I wanted to make it very colorful to go with the colors of the collection, so I just used a bunch of different packages and just kind of did a little mix throughout the book here. So now this spins around and it opens up like that, and then over here I have a large pocket. Again, if I wanted to put like a 5x7 and a large 8x10 type of picture, so you can fit an 8x10, maybe just crop it a little bit. But yeah, so, and then I left some areas blank, as you can see, because mainly I will just be putting larger pictures in there, or kids art books or art pages. So I have a lot of pockets on this book because of that. Let me show you the spine here really quick, because this is quite a large and heavy book. I went ahead and reinforced the hinges using brads, and also the brads, I think they make a really nice kind of look here on the spine. And then this is the back right there. Okay, so now let's go ahead and take a look inside the book. So like I said, the book has 5 signature pages, and then we also have the inside covers for a total of 12 pages. So this is a really nice tutorial. If you wanted to use the tutorial and maybe use a baby collection, it will be a perfect large size 12-month baby book as well, because we have 12 full pages. But I was mainly thinking on having kind of like the whole school, you know, from elementary to high school on one book. Hopefully I can do that. Okay. But okay, so on the inside front cover, I have these beautiful flowers. Again, all the flowers are from different packages of Prima flowers. And then the paper that I print out, I just print on 65-pound cardstock all my collections, and it prints at 8.5 by 8.5. You can fit 2 sides, but the paper is also very high definition, so you can fit, and let me show you this back page here on the cover. So instead of printing at 8.5 by 8.5, I just went ahead and filled the entire 8.5 by 11 with the collection to print a larger size, so I didn't have to do paper piece of the 8 by 8 page. So you can still print a large 8.5 by 11. You just have to kind of play with your printer settings, but the collection is very high definition, so even if you have a 12 by 12 printer, you can still use the high quality of the images. But okay, so this opens down here, so again, a lot of room for large 8 by 10 pictures if you wanted to, or 5 by 7. I have tons of 5 by 7s, which are the school pictures that I typically purchase, and so I'm gonna be adding a lot of those. And then over here, this opens up. So when I design my collections, I always have like a main page, and I create like a background page to go with those main pages. So I use a lot of these background pages. This is what I call a background page here, just like images, and then this is what I call a main page with the image on this side. I always like to put them on the side, so if you want to put a picture on this side, you still have room for, you know, to display the beautiful collection. So this opens up like that. Love these pages here, and then these two open up. I did leave some of these blank purposely, so I'll probably just be gluing pictures there, but again, the beauty of the digital paper, you can print as many as you need, and I printed a lot of pages for this book. That's the wonderful part of it, like the endless demand of the paper that you need, and you can make many more also. So over here, this opens to the side. I have these beautiful butterfly pages. I just love these background pages. Then here I have a large pocket again, so we can put 8 by 10s, and so I decided to create little folders or large inserts for each one of the pockets. But again, you can just simply add a large picture in there. And then some of the design paper. I did leave all of these blank on the inside, but I'll probably be adding more paper as I know what size pictures I'm gonna be adding here. But I made a little flap, so you can put a 5 by 7 here, a large place, and then larger area right there. And then you can always use that to do some journaling as well. Okay, so this goes on this pocket. Then this opens up here. I do have a magnet there, but again, I just left that blank for now. And then on the next page, more beautiful flowers. I did ink every bit of the paper, like all the edges, so it took me a little bit of time to get all the book kind of finished. And as you can see, I still have areas that I still kind of need to finish, but I just wanted to go ahead and do this walkthrough. So places for pictures, here I have magnets that I added, and then another large place. I'll probably be printing another sheet for that. And then this opens up, and then this opens to the side here again, and a large area right there for pictures. Then this has magnets here, so it magnetizes to that, and then this magnetizes here on top. For the base pages, I am using my easy hinge that I created, and I went ahead and added some paper here as well to kind of glue on those places. Okay, so then we move on to this next page over here. So this opens to the side, and then again another beautiful image. Then this opens down. This is one of those scaled to size background pages, so you can see the difference on the sizes when I made it a little bigger. And then back here I have a large pocket, and then this is like a little gatefold, and again this is just like leave blank for a large kind of like an 8 by 10, but crop a little bit on the side because these are 9.5 by 8. And then this also opens up there, so beautiful display of papers, and then large area here for a large picture as well. Then we move on to the next page. Here I have again another beautiful design page where you can put a picture on the center. I always try to again accommodate space for a picture, and then you can still see some of the design paper. Then here we have some flowers, and then this opens down. So this is the background page that matches with these main design pages. So we have the butterflies over here, some flowers, and then this opens up again, and then a larger scale up page here. And then again, just love the backgrounds, and so that closes up like that. And then on this other side we have these two side pockets, and then we have these other large little flat folio, I guess, place for a picture. Here the beautiful girls, over here the paper dolls. This opens, and then this opens to the side here. I like making these little flaps because you can use them to do a little journaling, and then put some smaller like Polaroid type pictures there, or like this photo booth pictures, and then place for more larger pictures here. So that's the insert. And then over here we have this gatefold page, and it opens up like that, and again a lot of area for pictures and there, and then this whole thing just goes on top. And then on this next page, again, these Prima flowers were so pretty because the flowers have all these prints design on it, like little butterflies and flowers within the flowers. And I just thought it matches the collection because everything looks very collagey, and I just love how this actually complements the paper really well. And then this opens up. So again, this is another one of these pages that I kind of like scaled up, so you can see how, you know, the printer automatically just fits the whole 8x11 page, so it just makes it a lot easier, so you don't have to paper piece. And then over here again, the beautiful butterfly backgrounds, and this opens up, and then this is the complementary background for that page, and then that is going to be that page here. And then again, more little flowers, more of those beautiful paper dolls. This opens up here, and then this opens to the side, so again lots of room for pictures. And then this is also a pocket, so I wanted to do large pockets. I already did a school book for my other daughter, and these large pockets were so handy to put all of their artwork. So let's say this whole page is going to be, I don't know, third grade. And so you have room for pictures, but then you also have a pocket to put all of their artwork and maybe report cards, just anything you're saving, just put it on these large pockets. Then over here I did a folder again, so this opens up, and then this opens down, so lots of room for pictures. And you can also even glue in here some of those drawings and, you know, little Mother's Day cards and things they always create in school. And so that closes up like that. And then here we have the next page, another sweet little girl, more of these beautiful flowers. And then this is a cascading page, so it opens up like that. I just left that blank. Same thing over here, it opens up again, so you can add a large picture or just like a 5x7. And then over here another pocket. Again, just wanted to do a lot of these large pockets. And then this is a little trifold, so you can add again more pictures. I just put a butterfly here on the cover, and just love the beautiful butterfly page. And this is the background that complements that other page there. Then over here we have a kind of like a pocket and a gatefold. So again, with the beautiful butterflies, this open to the side. You can see that I have magnets in there, magnets in here, And then I still need to cover that up, but over here this is another large pocket and another little kind of like a flat folio folder thing, and again a lot of room for more pictures. And then this goes into this large pocket right there. There we go. And I cover all of the gussets. So we have 3 gussets here, so I cover all of that. And then we are down to the last 2 pages. So here we have more beautiful flowers. I just love that this flower matches with the flowers on the design really well. And then the paper dolls, this opens to the side. Another beautiful, like, I think these little house collage things look like the school. That's why I was inspired to do a school book. And then place for a picture, opens up like that. Over here we can put some 5x7s and then more of the design paper, and then that closes up like that. And then we made it to the last page here. So assuming, again, this will be a school book, this last page will probably be graduation day, or you know, like the last year, senior year, so you will need a lot of room for more pictures. So a beautiful area here, and then this opens up like that. And then over here 2 areas for pictures, and then these 2 open up. And then another, I did collage this little section here. This is actually from the cover page, but I just needed that tiny little bit. And then this closes, and then this is a zigzag page, so it opens here, and then a large area to put that big you know, class picture. And then this opens this way again. So assuming I'll put a 5x7 over here and a large class picture over on this side, or prom picture, right? And then another area for large pictures. So I wanted to have a lot of large places because mainly for me school books are 5x7s and 8x10s. So I wanted to stay away from smaller you know, photo places, except for the cover here. We can put a 4x6 in there. And yeah, so that is the Paper Dolls large album that we created on Patreon. I hope you guys enjoy the walkthrough. I hope that you are inspired with this book. I can't wait to hear your comments. And I want to thank you so much for watching, and thank you to all my patrons for all your support, for all your love, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.